Hello everyone. So welcome to the channel of RD Automation Learning. So today I'm going to cover few of the scenarios that are being asked in most of the companies like Amazon, JPMC. Okay. So these are the test case scenario questions that are being asked over there. And there are many queries coming up from the participants, from the subscribers that how can we tackle them and what kind of questions are being asked. So this video is completely giving you the information for the same. Okay. So first of all, let us see what kind of test case scenarios are asked. So the scenarios that can be asked, you would be asked to not exactly write down the test cases, but you would be asked to give the high level scenarios in brief. Okay. For some pen drive, or let's say a white paper is there, or some test scenarios that would be asked to you. Okay. So let us see one by one. So first of all, let us see what you have to answer if someone asks you that you have to give the scenarios for whether the pen drive is working properly or not. Okay. Or how will you test a pen drive? So please give us few of the high level scenarios. So in that case, what you can do is see, first of all, pen drive is it is a device that is used to store data, right? So you can give the test cases either you have to make sure that the data gets stored in it. Okay, and then the data also gets easily transferred from it. Okay, return data can be retrieved, read back operation. Okay, then let us say when you insert the pen drive into a particular computer or some mobile, then it gets detected in that. Okay, so these are few of the test cases that you can mention. Apart from that, you can also mention like when we insert the pen drive to the computer, then let's say it's a 32 GB pen drive. So in the computer, it should display, okay, 32 GB pen drive is there. And let's say if 1 GB data is already being used, so it should give some kind of that graph in that computer to show that this much memory is remaining into the pen drive. Okay, so this is one of the question that can be asked, okay, in the interview. Next, very frequently asked and very favorite of the interviewer is the test case scenarios for elevator, for lift. So what you would do. So first of all, go start with the positive cases. Like whenever if someone enters into the lift, okay, then what do we see? We see the statement written over there. It mentions that the lift has a capacity to carry 8 to 10 persons only, or up to 120 kg load in one time. Okay, so test that capacity, go to those numbers. Okay, you can start making from them. Then then the way you will think, then accordingly the test cases would come to you, and you have to show to the interviewer that you are analyzing the situation, you are good in analyzing it, because testing is nothing but it is the art of how well do you analyze a particular situation, right? Then you can also tell the elevator, for elevator some security related issues should not be there. Okay, then there should be a beep system in if it case it gets jammed. Then it should have a pass button to bypass all the buttons, so that anyone inside is it's a VVIP person or a VIP person, so he is able to move into the lift without any interruption. Okay, then let's say the elevator, if the fan is there in the elevator, the fan should work properly. If the light is there, then the light should work properly. It should have self opening and closing doors, right? Then this is a very common special case. If a button is pressed to bring up lift at the top floor, right, and a button is pressed at the ground plus 2 floors, so we see this scenario happening, right? Then elevator should have the mechanism to decide the priority also. Okay, then let's say if someone keeps the door open, then it should give a proper sound or some kind of a message that the door is open, please close the door. So these are all the test case scenarios that you can answer when someone asks you for that, for giving the high level scenarios for elevator. Okay, now this is also a good question. Like they might ask you the test case scenario for WhatsApp. So generally we use the WhatsApp. It is the very hot application used in these days for everything, for communication, for calling, right? So let us start from the beginning. So when you create an account into the WhatsApp, so what happens? If it's a new mobile number or it's if even if it's an old mobile number and you have inserted the SIM into the new device, you will get an OTP, right? And then the verification would be done. Then you would be able to use the WhatsApp. So start from there. Then let's come to the next step. Okay, you are able to set the DP properly. You are able to set the status on WhatsApp. Then verify that the user can update existing DP and WhatsApp status, right? So that also thing should work properly. Then there is a payments section that has been recently introduced into the WhatsApp. You can create one or two test cases on payments as well. Okay. Then verify chats window contains all the chat list with DP. If you are looking at all the chat list, you should be able to see all the DPs, all the statuses, right? Then verify that the user can check the message delivered. That is the blue tick getting over there, right? And then if you go to the message info section, you should be able to see the read time also, at what time the particular person read your message. There can be many this scenarios for WhatsApp. If you go to the privacy section, you would be able to see the settings as well, right? Then let's say if I keep the receipts red flag on or off, so basically on that you can make the test scenarios and you can tell the interviewer this is how it should be working, right? So you have to test the WhatsApp in that direction. Or let's say if you are testing, you are sending images, audio, videos in chat, so are you able to receive the messages of those kind, or you are able to send them properly, right? Then verify user can create a group. Okay, verify user can share or receive a contact with the other person. Then verify user can make WhatsApp calls or can receive WhatsApp calls. They can do multiple WhatsApp calls. Okay, so these are all the test cases that I have jotted down over here. You can go through them. Okay, and you can prepare yourself for these kind of scenarios to be answered if they are asking for WhatsApp. Similarly, you can you can answer in this manner for Telegram as well. Okay, so this is not particularly that it is a thumb rule that it will work only for WhatsApp. You can think in the same direction, think on the same lines, and create the test cases for Telegram as well. Okay, similarly here, someone can tell you elevator, someone can tell you lift as well. Or for pen drive, someone can tell you hard disk. Okay, if they're asking the questions on these lines, they might change the devices, but the high level scenarios would remain same. Okay, and make sure that you cover as much as scenarios possible so that the interviewer can come to know about your skills of analytic skills. Okay, now this was a very tricky, I mean it's a very good question that was asked in an Amazon interview.